Hello, welcome to Inner GPS Gurus. What is the power of response? What is the difference between reaction and response? Why do you react unconsciously? How can you respond consciously? The power of response is your power of consciousness to respond in a particular situation in the present moment based on what is required at that moment. It is the intelligence of the consciousness which knows what exactly need to be done in a particular moment by looking into the requirement of that particular moment. When you respond in the present from the consciousness, you behave responsibly, and the outcome of that response is positive for you as well as for the person with whom you are interacting. For example, if someone is angry at you, when you respond from your intelligence, you will not react to the anger in the same pattern the way others will react to it if they are not responding to the situation. If someone comes to you with his emotional turmoil, then your response could be anything. It could be an indifferent response. It could be an indifferent response. You can just look at the face of the person and be silent. Or you can ignore him or her completely and continue with what you are doing at that moment. If that person is seeking your attention by creating an emotional drama, then you can walk away from the room, and all these responses can be acted upon only when you are conscious. Response is different from reaction in the sense that response comes from the consciousness and reaction comes from the mind patterns. Reaction is automatic. Response is an action which you decide in the present to be done in that moment by looking into the pros and cons of your response in that moment. You are conditioned by a belief system, and if you have not worked on your emotions, then you keep on reacting to external stimulus in the same manner all the time. You behave robotic when someone shows anger at you, when someone asks you a question, when someone invades your private space, and you react like you have reacted before. You have created a neural pathway of reacting in the same manner again and again. And when you do so, when you react all the time, you activate your sympathetic nervous system. When your sympathetic nervous system is activated, the brain releases stress hormone cortisol in your bloodstream. It activates the fight and flight and freeze mode of your nervous system, and you go into that suppression of emotion. Though your reaction to the situation is external, but your response to the energy is of suppressive nature. Understand this clearly. If someone shows anger at you, you react with anger. Though you have reacted with anger, it is not coming from you to release your energy. It is coming from you because you are hurt inside, and that feeling of hurt suppresses your emotional energy internally. In a way, by reacting, instead of throwing that energy outside, you have suppressed the energy of hurt in your subconscious. Likewise, when you come across other situations in which other people are frustrated due to their problems in their life, you react to it the same way, and each time you activate your sympathetic nervous system. Too much activation of sympathetic nervous system creates toxicity in your bloodstream due to the continuous release of cortisol, a stress hormone. Cortisol, when released for a longer duration of time, makes your blood toxic, and that leads to many diseases, because the quality of blood received by your cells are not of the highest quality. Each cell need to produce the best energy, and releasing the toxins from your human system. Response, on the other hand, is the space between stimulus and response. The space between a stimulus and a response is you, who is there as the awareness, as the witnessing self, as the consciousness, as the intelligent entity which you are. This space is the perceiver of your existence. You have eyes to see, but who is the one who sees beyond your eyes? You have ear as an instrument to listen, but who is the one who listens to everything? You have mouth to eat, to speak, but who is the one who is speaking, who is giving energy to your voice? You have nose to smell, but who is the one who is perceiving the smell of everything? You have skin, you feel the touch, but who is the one who is feeling the touch? You are the perceiver of everything operating in this human system, and your body, mind is run by you, the perceiver. When you go into the space between stimulus and response, you are attending to yourself in that moment. When you attend to yourself in that moment, you are attending to the intelligence working in you in the form of your inner GPS. Your inner GPS tells you what could be the best response for a particular situation in a particular moment, and that is the ultimate reality of your life. If you start living your life from this space, you will see a vast change in your reality. You will see that your life is a better and peaceful one. You have become a vibrant personality who is a pleasing personality to talk to. You are a person who is poised, who is serene, and who has something to deliver to the other person. Let's take example of a species which is little less evolved than human beings. Monkeys. How do monkeys behave when you interact with a monkey? They imitate you. They react to you. They always do the things which you do. You are a human being. You are not a monkey. So your response to a situation should come from the space, from the internal existential energetic reality which you are, and not from the mind patterns, the behavioral traits which you have been showing due to your limiting beliefs and the robotic way of life you have been living so far. You react unconsciously because you have given your control to the mind. You have outsourced your life to the mind. Your mind guides you. You have become a servant, and your mind has become the owner of your existential reality. I can help you to respond consciously by activating your consciousness and deactivating your mind by reading your inner GPS. I can help you remove the mental patterns, the barriers, and the limitations of your mind which make you behave like a robot and react to everything you are doing right now. By conscious response, you will activate the parasympathetic nervous system, and it will naturally bring you to rest and digest mode. Your nervous system will be calm, peaceful, and help you become a healthy person in the coming time. For personal coaching, you can connect to me. I will guide you, help you, and guide you to take some action plans which you can implement immediately in your life to have a life filled with consciousness and powerful responses. Thank you so much. Have a nice time.